Hello to everyone. Hello to all of you who are connected to the world's greatest website for language learning. Of course, I'm talking about verbling.com, where you can connect 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and improve your English with live classes where you can interact one-on-one with a live instructor. Hi, my name is Geoff Watson. I am very happy to be part of the English teaching team here at verbling.com, and I am here this hour to work with you and the other participants in the class to improve your ability to read and understand real English. That's it. It's that easy. So this hour we have some interesting materials. It is a story from the incredibly famous series of books called Chicken Soup for the Soul. As I said, I believe, I am from Vancouver, Canada, and the national sport in Canada is ice hockey. And we are also going to be talking about children who have the developmental disability called autism. So we are going to read a story about parents who take their little boy who has autism to a hockey game. So I would like everyone, please, to download the document that I have prepared for this class. And so it is, I'm going to post a direct link for this document in the Verbling chat box. So everybody can click on this link to have direct access to the document. You can also, of course, go to the verbling.com website. Beneath the information for this class, there is a button to push on that says Class Material. The students need to open up the document, please, because this will allow you to read the text clearly and for you to copy and paste words that you don't know into an online dictionary or into an online translator. And so please, if you can get access to the document, have it open on your computer. That's great. I would also like to turn on the screen share here and show people two of the tools that we use. So number one is the microphone button. There's one of them up here that you can click on to turn off your microphone. It's very important that all of the students keep their microphone muted or turned off while they are waiting to speak. And please just turn on your microphone just when you have something to say. And then please turn it off after. You also have an option to turn off your microphone below your video screen. The other thing I would like to point out is the YouTube application. So by pushing on this button here, you can activate or turn on the YouTube option, because we are actually going to start class by looking at a short video about children who have autism. And so what I would like to do is to say hello to people. If you could tell us a little bit about yourself, and could you please tell us what you know about children or people who have autism? And so, Atina, are you there?
Yes. Hi, Geoff.
Hello, welcome.
Thanks. I'm Atina from Argentina. I'm 33 years old. Um, and I don't know much about autism.
Yeah. You have never met anyone who has the disability?
No, the only thing I know is for the people I think, I'm not sure, but
Okay.
I think is the people who has autism when in sometimes they feel savior when they are disconnected of everything around them.
Okay, fantastic. Yes, I understand that that is correct. So they feel safer, more comfortable staying disconnected. Yeah, good. Thank you. I think that's
Welcome.
absolutely correct. Well said. Hey, Bru. Hello.
Hello, Geoff.
Please introduce yourself to the group. And do you know anyone who has autism? Do you know anything about the disorder?
Yes, I know. I have friends who are special teacher, and they teach piano for autism children.
To autistic children.
Yes, autistic children, and it's
And they
very
teach
hard
piano.
work. Yes,
Yeah.
and but I have never worked with autistic children. Just I heard it's very hard, but they are very um, um, they are very
Yeah,
good.
go ahead. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, good people. Okay. No, great.
Yes,
Yeah, so I think special education teachers, that's a
yes,
term that's used quite a bit, and autistic children. And yes, I understand that working with autistic children is very difficult because it's very intense, but
yes,
that the children need that intense therapy and support to progress. And the earlier it starts, the better. So good for them for
okay.
working with those kids. I'd like to say hello to Fernando. Hello, welcome.
Hello, teacher. Thank you.
Great. So please introduce yourself to the group, and do you know anything about the disorder autism?
Is so I am from Colombia. I am mechatronic engineer. So I don't understand the second question. Sorry, I
Yeah,
arrived later.
yeah, no. So the theme, one of the themes that we're going to talk about, one of the subjects for this hour is autism. So children or people who have this developmental disability.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know what to say. Excuse me.
no, that's fine. So what we'll do is we're going to continue and watch a short video about it. So great, thank you,
Okay.
welcome. And
Okay.
so
Thanks.
I'd like to say hello to Isabel. Hello, Isabel, are you there? Okay, so we cannot hear you, and so I'm going to move on to the next person. Michael? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Isabel. Hello.
Hello, I adjusted my microphone.
No, that's fine. Good. We can hear you. So could you please introduce yourself, and do you know anything about autism?
So hello everyone, I'm Isabelle from France. I saw videos about autism. I know some things.
Yes, and have you met anyone who has autism?
No,
Oh, okay,
no, I
no.
didn't.
All right. You have never met anyone with that condition?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
never met.
Great. Thank you. All right, and what I'd like to do is to go on to Michael or Mikhail.
Michael.
Michael, great.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself to the group, and do you know anything about autism?
What?
Please
Can
introduce
you?
yourself.
Okay. My name is Michael. I am from Egypt. I am 18 years old. 18 years old. Uh,
And we
I'm
are talking about a developmental disorder called autism. Do you recognize the word?
no. Can you write it in chat?
Yes, yeah. And so we will watch a video that um, educates people about autism. And so, good. I'll be looking forward to getting some comments from you about that. Good, thank you. And Mustafa, hello, welcome.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Please introduce yourself, and we are talking about people with autism. Do you know any information about that?
My name is Mustafa. I am from Iraq. But I now stay in India because I want to study master for financial accounting.
Great. Okay.
Uh,
So you are, yeah.
I
And
think this same all in baby or
it's a problem that is
problem
identified
is
in children when they are young.
yes
Okay.
when does this teacher?
I believe that it's not identified when they're little babies, but I believe that it's being identified in children when they are 1 or 2 years old. Something like
Yeah, yes.
that. Okay, great, thank you. And
You are welcome.
Patsy or Patty, hello.
Hello, my name is Antonio.
Antonio, okay, great.
Yes.
Welcome, Antonio. Please introduce yourself to the group.
Okay, thank you. And my name is Antonio. I'm from Mexico City. And I like the play ball, the basketball, the football, and the computers.
Okay.
And I don't know nothing with autism.
So you don't know anything? You don't know
Anything?
anything about autism?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, all right, great. So maybe you will learn a little bit about it this class, I hope. And then I'd like to say hello to Danielle.
Hello.
Welcome. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, and do you
Okay.
know anything about the developmental disability of autism?
I have a lot of echo, so I'm sorry. I can't understand you very good.
Okay, and so please try to eliminate the echo, and I'll come back to you. Thank you. And so what I'd like to do is to play the YouTube video now that is an introduction to autism. This is Autism Awareness Month, sponsored by the United Nations. Now I'm going to put first the YouTube link in the chat box, and so people can click on this link and watch the YouTube video in a separate window. I'm also going to click on the YouTube application on the left-hand side of the screen and play the video for us. So this video is just 3 minutes long, and so if we can watch this, and you can ask me questions after.
Sorry, mister. I can't get the video.
So what you need to do is to click on the link in the Verbling chat box and watch the video in a separate window.
There is no link in my chat box.
I'm sorry. We'll have to wait then. Thank you. So, sorry. Let's. What did people think of that video? Was it possible to understand her? The second video. So, it,
Geoff?
I finished.
Geoff, we can't hear you.
hello, everyone. Are you there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. And so, were you able to see any of the video?
Problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see the video.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. We have the YouTube link in the chat box. Do you see the Verbling chat box?
Yeah, no, I can't see the link in my chat box.
But do you see the Verbling chat box though? It has Verbling at the top of it.
No, there is
Okay.
no link in my chat box.
Okay. Sorry, Samuel or Michael. Sorry, I'm asking. Do you have the Verbling chat box though? Can you see the chat?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yes.
That's fine. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And so what we'll do is we'll go on with the class with the reading of the story. But I hope that people were able to get some information there. So again, if people can download this document or at least have it open. So what I'm going to do is to copy and paste both of the links. And
Sorry, can I ask a
yes,
question?
yes, of course. Go ahead,
In
please.
the video,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, please, with your question, Isabel.
what means the word comprising in the video? In the text of the video, there was
The word comprising.
the word yes.
Yes, it's a little hard to understand you, but it is the disorder is made up. I'm just going to turn off my screen share here. They call it autistic spectrum disorder because there's a wide variety of problems. And so the entire disability is comprised or made up of three main
Okay.
three main diagnoses. Great. So I have put the link, the Fox, www.fox.com link, that is to the document. And then if you want to see the video again, there is the YouTube video link to watch it in a separate window. And so I'm going to bring up the screen share, and if I could get Atina, could you read this for us, please?
Yes. From chicken soup for the soul, hooked on hockey.
Okay, and just quickly, the series of books is called Soup for the Soul. Very, very famous. Then this book, which is made up of a collection of real-life stories written by the people. This book is called Hooked on Hockey. And could you continue, please?
Yes. While we try to teach...
Sorry, just the name of the story, please.
Oh, sorry. Numbers Game by Beth Cato.
Great. So this is the name of the story that we are going to read, and I'm sure Beth is the mother. She is the person who wrote the story about her family and about her son. Okay, and could you read the quotation first?
Yes. While we try to teach our children all about life, our children teach us what life is all about. Angela Swint.
Okay, now this is a nice quote, and it sort of highlights some English phrases. So can someone give me your opinion about this saying, about this quotation? What does Angela mean?
I think Angela means that the children lives life and lives the present day, and no thinking about the future or the past. They just feel enjoying the life today.
Okay, all right, great. Yeah, thank you. Does someone else have a comment? Just turn on your microphone. I'll help you make a comment. So no one would like to make a comment about this?
Okay, I think that
Yes.
it should be.
Okay, go ahead, Danya.
I think that the job to be a father is very hard. I think that is
The job of being a parent?
yes
Yes.
to being a parent. Yes, I think that is what is Angela's what to mean in that phrase.
Okay, what she means. All right, good. And a final chance for someone else to make a comment about this? Or do you understand it? Do you have a question of how I can help you understand the saying? Okay, so let's move on. And so, Atina, could you read the first part of our story, please?
Yes. When I was 2 months into my pregnancy, the very first thing I bought for the baby was a little Pittsburgh Penguins outfit. I presented it to my husband as one of his birthday gifts, and he was so happy he could have burst. Jason loved hockey. He was devoted to his Penguins. He played roller and ice hockey. It was safe to say that regardless of our future child's gender, the child was going to be raised knowing about pucks, sticks, and Mario Lemieux.
Good. All right, Lemieux. All right. Now, so here is the outfit. I found these photographs on Google Image, but what is this?
The clothes of the baby.
Yeah, the baby clothes, and the Pittsburgh Penguins is a professional hockey team. So you have a bib for eating, and you have a little shirt. Sorry, and I guess these are little socks for the baby. All right. Here is a stick and a puck, and the player there is Mario Lemieux, and he is thought of as the second greatest hockey player of all time. And of course, he is Canadian. Of course. Okay, so this is the story, and so could people just explain what's happening? What is the situation? So what we've Atina has just read the first part of the story, and so what does it mean? What is our story about?
I think that it's about the gifts and the feelings that the mother has when in the first time of her pregnancy.
Yeah, okay, so it's about a gift. All right, and so, but there's a woman, she's pregnant, and what about her husband? Okay, what can you tell us about her husband, Jason?
He loves hockey.
Yeah, he's a total hockey fan. He loves it. He is devoted, which is a very strong word in English, to his Pittsburgh Penguins. Okay, the team. He plays the game, not only ice hockey, the real sport, but roller hockey. Okay, and what is she saying here about their future child? They don't know if it's going to be a girl or a boy, but what does she know? What does the mother know? Anybody? Regardless, yes, go ahead, please, Abru.
The child was going to be raised knowing about pucks, sticks, and Mario Lemieux.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's a little girl or a little boy, the gender of the child, right? Male or female, it doesn't matter. With Jason as the father, the child was going to learn about hockey. No doubt about it. Okay, great. So let's continue. And so Danielle, could you read this for us, please?
Okay. Our baby Nicholas wore the Pittsburgh Penguins outfit and lots of other hockey themed attire. As he grew older, his eyes were bright and took in everything, but he was slow to walk, slow to speak words. At age 2, he couldn't even form sentences or interact with other children. Then the diagnostic came: autism.
Diagnosis. Okay.
Diagnosis.
And, yeah. Okay. And so, do people understand the words? Could somebody please tell us what this part of the story means? It's a very important part of the story. This is second chapter here. And we've got lots of people here. I'm hoping that everyone will participate. I can help you.
In this paragraph, we can see that the parents discovered the autism of their child.
Yes, so they have discovered that their little boy has autism. And why did they know that? What are the problems that he has?
He can't speak.
Yeah, so sorry, Ebru?
Yeah, he cannot speak very well, and he cannot walk very well.
Well, now, what does it say though? Sorry, it says he was slow to walk.
Yes, slow.
Yeah, now, but that means in this situation, I think that means he took a long time to start walking. Do people understand? I'm not a father, but when do children learn to walk?
About a year.
Oh, okay, and so I think he was maybe a year and a half and
Yes.
slow to speak words. So that doesn't mean that he speaks slowly. It means that he was slow to learn how to speak words. And what couldn't he do at age 2?
He couldn't speak.
Well, he could speak, but
Could not.
no, but sorry, he could speak, but not,
Okay.
yeah,
Form sentences.
well, good, not full sentences. So he couldn't create full sentences, and even more importantly, what couldn't he do?
Communicate with other people.
Yeah, and he wasn't playing and interacting with other children. Okay, so this is what they talk about autism as being a very, um, a very deep or profound disability. It affects almost everything. All right. And so, just if I can ask students, please, to keep their microphones muted unless they're speaking, please. That eliminates noise in the classroom. Thank you. So, Ebru, could you please read this for us?
Sure. To say this was devastating would be an understatement, but Nicholas was still the same boy to us, a very happy-go-lucky kid, most of the time. We simply had to learn how to connect with him, and how to connect him with an outside world that could be so overwhelming.
Okay, great. Super job with your pronunciation. And
Oh,
now
thank you.
some comments about this. What what does uh, what does this text mean? What is the story writer, the mother? What is she writing? What is she trying to tell you? Yes,
Sorry, what
Isabel?
means overwhelming?
Right. Okay, now this is an important word, and it's good if people could paste this word into a translator. I'm just going to turn off my screen share here for a second. So if you have some problems, some stress, some work, some things to do, you can deal with this. You may be busy, but at some point there's so many problems, so much stress that it becomes overwhelming and you can't deal with it. Okay? So people start crying or they start panicking or they get angry. So it's overwhelming, too much. So this is what they talk about with people with autism, where normal things in the outside world can be so overwhelming for them. They just want to isolate themselves. They want to
It's
separate.
like unbearable or un.
Yes, go ahead, please.
They
Just that your sound is very poor. I'm sorry, Isabel. You need to speak very clearly.
okay. So um,
Well, what I'll do is there anyone else that has a comment? You know, what does happy-go-lucky mean?
Geoff, it is very
Yeah.
nice. They say the child, same boy. Um, Nicholas was still the same boy to us.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah, good, right. So even after the diagnosis,
Yes.
obviously they still felt the same about
Yes.
him. But to say this was devastating would be an understatement. What does that mean? And again, this is native speaker English, and so on one hand it is advanced, but then on the other hand, within the context of the story, I think you can understand what the mother is trying to communicate. So when she says to say that the diagnosis of autism was devastating would be an understatement. What does that mean? Can anyone take a guess?
Maybe that means it was too. What she felt was too under the fact, the real.
What she was feeling was
bigger than the words can explain, or
yes, yeah, bigger. It was more than devastating. Devastating, if you understand that word, is a huge word in English. Devastation is total. So she's saying to use the word devastating was an understatement. What they felt was more. It was horrible. It was heartbreaking for them. So that's what she's saying. But still, he was the same beautiful little boy to them. Happy-go-lucky, which is just happy. And but it was just difficult to connect with him, and it was difficult to get him to connect with the outside world. So, and that's the problem that everyone with autism has. Okay, so let's keep going here. Great job. I know this is a challenge, but this is the way you learn English. Ermilo, go ahead, please.
Okay, a change in jobs brought us across the country to Phoenix, Arizona. Jason's new work schedule freed up his evenings to watch hockey on television at home. Nicholas began to watch too. He didn't seem to follow the actual gameplay, but there were several other things he did love. Nicholas enjoyed game shows like The Price is Right, full of full of exuberant people and bright lights. The crowds during hockey exerted that same enthusiasm, and he would cheer and dance until sweat soaked his hair. Then there were the numbers.
Okay, great. Great job with your pronunciation. Exuded.
Exuded.
Yeah.
Exuded.
Okay, so does anybody know the game show The Price is Right? It's one of the most famous game shows in American culture.
I do know, I do watch.
Okay, good. So exuberant people, I don't say this very often, but really excited people, lots of bright lights. And so if you have the document, here are the pictures. So this is the original host, Bob Barker. And here are the people trying to win the opportunity to go up on stage. And here is the big Wheel of Fortune. You can see that this guy is very happy that he won.
This is like a guessing guess.
Oh, is it? Is that the name of another show?
This is like a guessing game.
A guessing game. Yeah, you need to try and guess the correct price of things. So they ask you how much something costs, and if you're close to the price, you win. And everybody jumps and screams and yells, and you can see there's flashing lights and numbers. This little boy, like lots of people with autism, love numbers because it's so easy for them to understand and relate with numbers. So he liked watching hockey games because of all the energy and cheering, and he loves watching games shows like The Price is Right. So this is what this little boy was about. He loved numbers, which is very common with people with autism. So, Isabel, could you read this for us, please?
So, Nicholas adores counting and math. During his game shows, he was more excited about the price of cars than the car as a prize. When a goal was scored in a hockey game on TV, it was clear he didn't understand what that meant to the team. But it did mean an increase in numbers, and that was a miraculous thing. He would squeal and dance with joy regardless which team scored, much to his dad's chagrin.
Okay, good. And just quickly, do you recognize this word, chagrin?
Yes.
Isabel, is it from French?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it means sadness or...
Sadness, yeah, right, yeah. A kind of disappointment, yeah, right. So what is she saying about her son here? So they're watching hockey games and they're watching game shows, but what is the situation with her son Nicholas? This is, again, an important part of the story. She's trying to communicate something to you here about her son.
He can't understand the game,
Good.
the game goal.
Yeah.
The goal. Yes.
Yeah. So and so he doesn't know that it's important for the team to score a goal.
Yes. Yes.
Right. He doesn't understand that one team is trying to win the game. Right? What is he happy about? What does he focus on? What is he happy about?
The increase in numbers.
Yeah, so he's just focusing on the numbers. So he's all exciting. He's squealing, which is kind of and dancing just because the numbers are going to go up. And then if somebody, this man is incredibly happy because he won. But maybe he won a car. But for the boy, he doesn't understand that the man is happy because he's won a car. He's happy about the numbers, price of the car being, $10,000. He's totally focused on the numbers. So he adores counting and math. He absolutely loves counting and math. And that's it. All right, great.
Maybe he thought that that man was happy because the number of the car was the right one.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, exactly. He probably thinks that everybody is cheering because the 2 changed into a 3. Yeah, and then he cheers for both teams because the numbers are going to go up. And so his dad is not happy about that because he's cheering when the other team scores. He just cheers for both teams. Yeah, okay. Great. So let's keep going here. And next, Isis?
Yes.
Yes. Is that how I pronounce your name?
Actually, it's not my name. It's just yours.
Okay. So please go ahead. Could you read this for us?
Okay, thank you. All of this pleased Jason, but he still had one big wish to fulfill: for us to attend the National Hockey League game together as a family. The Phoenix Coyotes played just 30 minutes from our house, and we supported the hometown team, unless they were against the Penguins, of course. There were a lot of big ifs involved with taking Nicholas to a game. First of all, a crowd like that is a challenge to any child, not just one with autism.
Okay, great. And just this is the logo of the Phoenix Coyotes. They're a hockey team. And so what is she talking about here? What does Jason want to do, and what are they worried about? What are the big ifs here?
They were against penguins.
Yeah, so sorry. Go ahead, please, he says.
They were against penguins, and the first chapter that he says penguins was her favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, now, so what they did was, remember, they moved, though. So they moved to Phoenix, Arizona. And so, they're just 30 minutes from the house. A 30-minute drive from their house is the hockey arena. So they did support the home team. Only, but unless the Pittsburgh Penguins were coming to play. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So they did support the home team, the Phoenix Coyotes, unless they were playing against the Penguins. Okay, so that's there. Okay, and so they do go to hockey games, because remember, Jason loves hockey games, but he still had not done one thing that he wanted to do. He still wanted to fulfill a wish. What was it?
He wants to attend National Hockey League with his family.
Yeah, all together. So he wanted to take Nicholas to a game. But what was the problem? What was the concern? They were worried about this.
And Nicholas was supporting everything just because of numbers.
No, sorry, that's not the big problem, though. That's not what they're worried about. Sorry. Anybody with an idea? Why are they concerned about taking Nicholas to a hockey game?
Because of the all of the people who were going to that game.
Good, the crowd.
Yes.
And so the noisy crowd with all the people, the screaming and the yelling, that's a challenge for any child. That could be difficult for any child, but especially a child with autism. So there were some ifs. They were worried about what would happen. Okay, so let's keep going. Great job, everybody. And Rooney, hello.
Hello.
Could you please read this for us?
Okay. Then there was the noise. Nicholas was hypersensitive to sound and often covered his ears in public. Loud noises made him cry and scream. He loved flashiness and excitement on television, but reality was something else entirely. What if he had a total meltdown? I worried that we were going to spend a lot of money on tickets and then leave early, mortified by our son's misunderstood behavior.
Good work on your pronunciation. And so excitement, and yeah, great. Oh, and hypersensitive. All right, so what was the situation with Nicholas? What was she worried about?
They worried about the noise.
Yes, good. All right. And what was she worried that was going to happen? And anybody can participate here. Just turn on your microphone if you have a comment. What can you point out here? What is she trying to say in this paragraph? Anybody, please? I'll help you. Tell me what you don't understand. Hello, anybody? I'm here to
Hello.
help you,
Okay,
please.
I am.
Yeah, hey, Bru.
Yes, I am saying something. The noises made him cry, and
Okay.
she thinks uh, spent a lot of money for the game, and he she have to leave early
Yeah,
because
good.
the boy. Uh, she thinks that.
Yeah, exactly. So they were worried about spending a lot of money on tickets. The tickets
Yes.
to a hockey game are very, very expensive. They might be close to $100 each. And a total meltdown. This is a native speaker expression. It's just when his behavior just becomes terrible, just impossible to deal with. So he could be just screaming and yelling and never stopping. And so, this is a boy who's hypersensitive to noise, puts his hands over his ears in public. Now, she said, what about TV? What about watching TV?
Nicholas likes TV. Likes.
And what about TV?
Yes, he loves foolishness and excitement.
Well, yeah, okay,
And
so
television.
great, yeah. So people cheering and yelling. What's the situation of going to a hockey game?
Well, the TV, you can just turn it off and
Okay, great,
at
yeah.
the play, you have to go and leave the game.
Yeah, and in this situation, we're talking about reality here. And
Exactly.
so a huge difference between flashiness, excitement, loud noises on TV, and being in a hockey arena, which I think would be louder than a soccer stadium or a football stadium because it has a roof. Um, hockey arenas are closed. They have a roof. So all the noise stays inside. They're very, very loud. Okay, so let's keep going here. Great. So I
So we
wonder
can
what's going to
say,
happen. Yes, Carmelo?
yeah, we can say that when Nicholas could be watching TV, and if any noise uh, could be make him to cry or something, the parents can have or could have control over the sounds because they can turn off the television. But in the reality, they cannot have any control, and the boy continue crying and out of control.
Yes, good. And then they would be mortified, so extremely embarrassed and upset by the fact that everyone would look at their son and they really wouldn't understand what was happening. Maybe they would all be thinking, "Oh, what a bad child," or "What bad parents." It would be a very uncomfortable situation for them, being in public and having him sort of lose control of his behavior. So they were worried. They were worried. All right, and so Atina, could you read this for us, please?
Yes. There was only one way to know. We had to give it a try. Nicholas was 3 years old and starting to speak in sentences. I kept telling him about the game and what to expect. There will be lots of noise. You can wear your hood to cover your ears. It's going to be a real live hockey game and lots of fun.
Okay, so she's explaining everything to him, and yeah, and then he would say, "Yeah, lots of fun." Here is a hoodie, a jacket with a hood, so that would help him block some of the noise. Okay, great. And if I can go, Ebru, could you read this for us, please?
Sure. As we stood in line to enter the arena, Nicholas was wide-eyed as he looked around. So far, so good. We went inside. Nicholas gasped, "Stairs." "Stairs?"
Sorry, stairs?
"Stairs," he said.
Yeah, he gasped. It's a T
Gasp.
sound as quick as possible. Gasped. And so far, so good. This is a very good phrase that you will hear, and I recommend that you use it. So he was wide-eyed. People understand that expression?
Yeah, we can say is to look to all around everywhere.
Good. Yes, yeah, good, which is a good sign, right? Those stairs, he said, but really, they weren't stairs. They were escalators. And just so that you know, here's a hockey arena. And we're going to be talking about the Jumbotron, the sign in the middle here. So, and this is the ice rink. Okay, and let's keep going. And we have Gregorio. Hello.
Hello.
Could you read this for us, please? Welcome.
Okay, one moment. As we stood in line to enter
sorry, these weren't just stairs.
which space?
Well, just below the pictures, these weren't just stairs. They were... You need to go down the document a little bit.
These weren't just stairs.
Yes, please.
These weren't just stairs. These were escalator, one of the favorite things in the whole world. Kids skate with joy as we squeal with joy as we went up to the next level.
Okay, great. And so, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Just quickly, anybody?
Good thing?
Yeah, he loves escalators.
Yes.
They're one of the best things in the whole world. Okay, so he squealed with joy as they went up the escalator. Okay, good. And could you keep going, Gregorio?
Yes.
Crowds were thick.
The crowds were thick of the 200 level. I was getting more anxious, wondering when my children will explode in a tantrum. Jason pointed to the right. Our seats are this way. He walked forwards. No, Nicholas jelly anchoring himself against a pole. I look at Jason. Oh no. The tantrum was starting. Number go up, Nicholas said, pointing the other way. That was it. They were going backwards in the number, no forwards. Jason nodded and smiled. We can walk around the long way.
Okay, let's stop here because I think this is kind of a neat part in the story. Okay, so they're in the arena, and the 200 level is probably the second level up here, and so because these tickets would be really, really expensive, and so what's the problem as they enter the arena? Anybody? The crowds were thick. Any final comments? We're running out of time. Let's try and work our way through this last little bit. What happened here?
I don't understand this part, Geoff.
Right. Okay. So let me help you out with the picture. So when they entered the stadium, let's say they entered here. Do you see my cursor?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good. And so their seats were over here. So they wanted to walk this way. But the little boy said, no, no, no. The numbers of each section are going down. Numbers go up. So what he wanted to do was he wanted to follow the numbers going up all the way around the arena.
Oh my God.
All right. So I'll have to stop there, unfortunately. But this is what it's like having an autistic child, where they focus on numbers, something very specific like that, and they refuse to break the rules. So numbers go up, so they have to walk around the arena the other way so that the numbers go up, so that their world is correct. And so this is one of the challenges. They're very different people. They can be very different people. All right, so great job, everybody. Thank you for your participation, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Great job, everybody.
Thank you.